Hi, I'm Lisa. I'm a recovering compulsive gambler, alcoholic and addict, and I'm here today to talk about what being in recovery means to me. By the end of my active addiction, I still had a lot of material possessions, but I didn't have anything inside me anymore. I lived in a state of constant fear. I lived on the edge of bankruptcy for most of the time. And I had no spirit and no soul left. I hated myself and I pushed everyone away, so I lived in constant isolation. Somehow I managed to get help. I actually went into a rehab program for 28 days, and that was a huge step for me. I handed control of my life over to those people, and I still didn't really think that there was any way out of the trap that I found myself in. I had absolutely no hope at all. I just thought that that was the way my life was, and that I don't think I actually believed that people could change. And I guess that's what I'm here today to say, is that change is possible. I've realised now, 7 odd years down the track, that I'm teachable, that I can learn new ways and I can learn different behaviours, and that's basically what's happened to me in recovery. I will say it's not easy, but then I think anything that's worth having generally isn't easily come by. For me, it's been a lot of hard work. I've had to look at myself, and that often hasn't been easy. But I've had the support of an incredible bunch of people around me, and one of the most important things in that has been being able to talk to people and to be with people that have been through the same thing that I have. People who have this illness of addiction, and it is an illness. I've learnt how to be a responsible person again. For me, it's not an issue of maybe I can go to the pokies for one night with $50, or maybe I can have one glass of wine. Addiction's not like that for me. I can't have one drink or one small bet at the pokies or on a racehorse. I can't have one mind-altering substance, because I don't stop. Addiction for me means that if I have a glass of wine, I have to drink until I fall down. And it's not a place I want to be. And I don't have to do that anymore. Addiction's slavery. It's something that I just had to do. Recovery for me has been about learning how to live life without needing to drink or needing to gamble or needing to take drugs. And it's been the best thing that's ever happened to me. I've learned a whole new way of life. It doesn't mean that getting sober and stopping gambling, that everything's lined up and I get my own way in everything I do. Far from that. But what it does mean is that whatever life dishes up for me, I can handle it without having to drink or without having to run away and bury myself in the pokies, because the reality of life is too much to bear. Sometimes it can be pretty hard, but I have a community around me today of people that are always there for me. Don't always agree with everything that I may think or do, but they're there for me. They're people that have my interests at heart, and they'll guide me when I'm not sure of what to do myself. There's plenty of help available. There's rehabilitation programs, there's 12-step fellowships, and there's always someone on the end of a phone, and I can get help 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. I stay close by these people, and that's one of the reasons that I'm doing this video today. I stay close to these people. I need them in my life. One of them's become my husband, and most of them are my closest friends, and it's a community that I didn't have. In active addiction, I lived in complete isolation, and for me, one of the worst things about that was the loneliness that I had. I just couldn't let anyone anywhere near me, and I know for a long time I found it very, very difficult to look people in the eye, because I thought if you could see what was in my eyes, you'd know that there was nothing there. And life's not like that today. I have very deep relationships with people, very meaningful relationships with people. I contribute to the welfare of other people today, and that gives me a sense of purpose. In active addiction, I had no sense of purpose at all. I would sit there thinking, why was I put on the planet? I just thought I was a waste of oxygen, and I don't feel like that today. I embrace life to the fullest. Largely if I have any problems today, it's how I fit everything that I want to do into the 24 hours in any given day, rather than a sense of why am I so worthless. So anybody that's having a struggle, I really encourage you to reach out if you can. Make a phone call, go and see someone, speak to your doctor if need be, but get help, because there are choices and there are solutions to the problem, and I'm living proof of that. Thanks.